Self-doubt might be the worst thing to deal with as a human being. You don't believe in yourself. You don't think that your dreams are possible. You don't think that you're good enough to achieve the things you want to achieve. And I dealt with this when I started both my businesses, one being personal training and the other right now being the programming company. And it's a thing that basically every entrepreneur, programmer, human being deals with. So in this video, I'll talk about how I've dealt with it and how you can do as well. So the other day I was working on an application of mine. It's an AI mentor thing which I'll be releasing in about a month. And I ran into a bunch of problems, like a lot of, and if you've ever programmed, it's really hard. It's like you deal with problems and you don't know how to solve them and you have to Google everything and it's like, fuck, like it's annoying, right? And at the time, I really wanted to give up on this thing. Like I could not solve this problem and I eventually I wanted to quit altogether. It's that bad. But somehow, eventually, I just found the bug, like I found the issue, and I don't know what made me get over it and like made me do it. But in the moment, I was dealing with this self-doubt and I realized how bad my self-doubt was. It was so bad that I was willing to quit on this business venture because I couldn't solve something. Now again, I eventually got over it because of the tactics that I will talk about in this video. But before we get into that, you must realize this. Every human being that has ever lived has dealt with self-doubt. You, me, my mom, my dad, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Marcus Aurelius. We've all dealt with self-doubt. All of us. So it's completely normal to feel this way. Doubting your ability to do something is a human thing and will always be a part of the human condition. And another thing that you should realize is that self-doubt comes from the ego. I read this book called The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. If you've never read it, it's one of my favorite books. Like I've read a ton of books. That one, top 5 for sure. And he talks about how in our mental capacity, we have our actual self, like you, and then you have the ego inside of your mind. Your ego will try to stop you from pursuing your entrepreneurial, your artistic, your actual goals that are good for you. It tries to stop you from pursuing that because those things require you to let go of your ego. And the ego, while you are pursuing those things, so I'm just going to give an example here. Like I'm pursuing my business venture. What the ego will try to do is throw things at me. I know I sound crazy, but if you get this, you get this. What the ego will try to do is on the pursuit of my entrepreneurial journey, it'll try to throw things at me in the form of resistance, which is anxiety, depression, self-doubt, whatever it may be, right? Opportunities. It'll throw things my way to distract me from getting to that end goal so that the ego doesn't die. I'm telling you, the ego is your self-doubt, and the self-doubt is just an obstacle in the way for you to get to your goal. Like I said, when I ran into my problems, as soon as I did, my ego tried to tell me that I'm not good enough and that I should not pursue this goal. That's just my ego talking. So I challenge you to do this. When you are in the face of this self-doubt, and you will, I still run into self-doubts, but when you're in the face of it, understand that is just your ego trying to stop you from accomplishing the goal that will eventually destroy it. When I was losing weight, I had to destroy the ego that was holding me back from losing weight, which was I can just eat whatever I want and I need to eat junk food. Like my ego would tell me that I had to eat junk food, right? I had to kill that ego. I had to kill it to lose weight. And me right now on my entrepreneurial journey, I'm going to have to kill the ego that holds this high standard of myself because I'm running into a lot of failures right now and the ego is taking a hit and it doesn't like that. So it throws these things at me to stop me from pursuing those things. I challenge you to just notice when that self-doubt is coming. Understand that firstly, everyone deals with it. And secondly, it's just your ego talking, okay? And to overcome that is to simply ignore it and to keep doing and to keep doing and to keep doing. But I hope this clarified what like self-doubt is and like the normalization of self-doubt. If you want coaching, I'm doing some free coaching right now. I'll leave that in the description down below. And I'll leave my like Twitter handle and everything down there. I'm on Twitter a lot, so yeah, just talk to me there if you want to. My name is Nizar, and I'll see you in the next video.